my beautiful wife, Christine, and his beautiful wife, Notch. Christine and Notch and her family. And some of you may have been saw them earlier, because for the past few days, both those two young ladies have been canvassing the South. Going out there, reaching out to the people so that they can come and join the right direction. So let's give it up for those beautiful ladies. And remember, they're both Notre Dame graduates. We both married Notre Dame graduates. See? I married a Notre Dame Royal. And I want to give it up, too, for my Auntie Pudding. Auntie Pudding, okay, she graduated from Academy. But Auntie Pudding graduated from Academy, and for maybe you don't know it, she was Miss Guam Universe, too. And what is it with those Scotch-Irish Chibone chicks? She's got beauty, but she's tough. And she loves her people. She loves the people of Guam. And she is committed to fighting for our people. Thank you. You make a terrific Congresswoman, Senator. Well, Congresswoman Pudding? But give her a hand. This lady will represent us well in Washington, D.C. And I'm also feeling happy because look at those 15 senators. From 1 to 15, every one of those Republicans. Hey, ladies, well, we don't want to mention the other team. But if you look at the quality of the people that we have here for the legislature, you know, we had a supermajority not too long ago. We have 13. So let's break the record. Let's get 15. What do you think? I'm indeed happy to be here. I'm happy to be here in Inalahan. I'm happy to be here in the South. And there's a reason for me to be happy. Because if you saw the primary results and you saw what happened, I've never won in votes in Inalahan against my opposition ever. But we did it this primary. Thank you, Inalahan. Thank you to the South. You're making me happy. And you know why I'm also very happy? Is because of the things that have happened these past few days. And I want to thank my Republican minority colleagues for taking a leadership position in the legislature and working out so that the provisions that we wanted, this administration, the Republicans wanted, were in the budget bill. But you know what it means? You know what it means? Keeping a promise. Keeping a promise. The Hay Plan. The last time the Hay Plan was enacted was in 1991. You come back 1991 and where we are today. With this passage of this bill into law, the Republicans working collaboratively with the administration, and of course getting the votes of the Democrats, and we want to thank the Democrats for agreeing, but we're going to finally get full implementation of the Hay Plan these next week or so. So the Department of Administration, get it going. 1991, 2001, that's too darn long. A promise that was made decades ago has been fulfilled. The merit bonus, 1994. The last time the merit bonus was enacted into law was 1994. And we finally got the merit bonuses enacted and our government of Guam workers paid. 1994. Too long. And now you see why I'm happy. And for the Manamco, I want to also, those COLA, it's going to go back to $2,000. The COLA. A long time ago it was at $2,000. But now it's finally back. Thank you, Republicans. Thank you. That's why I'm so happy. I'm so happy because so many promises made for so long are finally being kept to the greatest people on this earth. The people of Guam. Public safety. That first week, Ray and I were in office, and there was a fatality in Malesu because there was only one ambulance to go down to Malesu. And that poor woman did not make it. Now we have 13 ambulances and more on the way. And more ambulances and more fire trucks and more police cars and more firemen and more EMPs and more police officers. I'm happy because promises are finally being kept for these young people. The future of our island. And you know, with all the promises that have been kept, still the promises to the people of the South. There's a lot of things happening. I know for some of you, it took a long time for you to get here right now. It's because you're seeing repair work on bridges and roads. And by the way, we just awarded the bid for the road in Inarahan. And that road to Inarahan, the bid was just awarded this past week. So you're finally going to get the roads fixed over here. Southern High School, we got the auditorium, we got the gymnasium. Now when we move on the 100 million, we're going to get Southern High School completely fixed, and all the high schools, and all the elementary and middle schools with that 100 million. That's about the future. That's the future of this island, right there. Investing in them. I want to thank Senator Arlene and the Republicans working with my wife in early childhood development. Because now we're going to be moving on a universal pre-K, not just Head Start. We want to invest in our young early so that they can get an education and they can take this island to its greatest heights. That's why I'm so happy. A lot of promises being kept, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of promises. You know, right now there's a lot of good things happening. Working with a Republican administration, with a Republican minority. We get that majority in there. We get Margaret there in Congress. Republicans all the way. I always said we were down at the Marianas Trench when we first came in. Now we're above sea level with all those guys and that young, beautiful woman there in place. It's not only Mount Lam Lam, we're going to Mount Everest. We're going to go to Mount Everest. There will be no community in the United States better than this community. My dear people, I love you, my man. Who quiets how? I want this man to make a speech too. I want you to run. I want you to run as a Republican. But you know, there's a saying too. With his optimism, what was that saying? The South will rise again. The South, they say the South will rise again. I'm saying, esta kuhulu. The South has risen. It has risen. I do have shared blood like Ray in Inarahan. I don't know if my mother's out here, but with my mother, her grandfather was the brother of Father Duenas' mother. Father Jesus Bassa Duenas. So for the Bassa clan, we're related. I do have southern roots. So I'm going to pull out my son of the South. But as the South rises now, it's going to continue to rise. But I think the important things that make Inalahan special and the South special is something I saw yesterday. And I had an opportunity to meet with the mayor and the municipal planning council, and they took me on a tour of that community center. And when I looked at that community center, I thought about it. Wow, that thing was built in 1914, 100 years ago. And finally, it's been put back to the condition it was. And I saw this beautiful community center with a volleyball court. But I wonder, because we did the community center ribbon cutting maybe 10